Check, check. You already know what's going on, man. It's your girl, TampaMystic, and we are broadcasting live at ARC Studios. It is the industry's most wanted podcast, man. We here each and every Saturday and Sunday, with the exception of tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow, just so y'all know. But I got my homie, man, like one of my favorites, one of my day ones, somebody I've been rocking with the long way, strong way. He goes by the name of T Villa. What's happening?
What up, dog? What up, dog?
Hey, man, listen, I appreciate you being here today. Make sure I want to make sure they hear you loud and clear.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I was trying to adjust that.
There you go.
Let them know.
Hey, I know that's right. Go ahead and, give us that official introduction, man. Tell everybody who T Villa is and where you checking in from.
First off, I'm going to say what up, though. I'm checking in from ATL, but I'm Detroit's finest to the south.
Facts.
To my bone marrow. You know what I'm saying? But, like I said, T Villa, rap recording artist, straight out Detroit, West Side, Detroit's finest, West Side logo. And I'm working.
You are working, and you and I got history, bro. Like, we've been working together for a long time, so I'm excited about us sitting down today and just, talking about your journey, because you've had a hell of a journey.
Yeah.
You and I were working together when you were still in Detroit. Mm-hmm. Then you had to sit down for a little minute. Mm-hmm. But before we get into all that, I always like to take it back, because I think it's important that people know how you came up, because your journey has brought you to where you're at today. So let's take it all the way back to, you young now, but when I'm talking like when you was a jit, you know what I'm saying? You're young in days. What you was into?
Man, trouble. A lot of trouble, man. But
yeah.
I had things like in my life that kind of didn't have me like 100%.
Yeah.
Like just all the way on what I could have been on, like what all my homies was on. Like I played basketball, so you know what I'm saying. That kind of took me away and took me out a lot of situations where you know what I'm saying, I could have been doing more than what I was already doing. So
right.
No, that was good. That was good.
So basketball was an interest for you.
Yeah, for sure. I think basketball, like growing up for kids, like either you want to play or you play. You know what I'm saying? Like some people can't play, and then they turn to other things, like they just not athletics or nothing like that. But, I just grew up a certain kind of way, and, fortunately, I had basketball to, kind of take my attention away from some things at certain times, because I did a lot with still, like, trying to do that, so.
Yeah, no, I listen, and you grew up in Detroit, let's talk about that, because I've never lived there, so it's like I can't speak on the city, but you hear stuff, people talk about Detroit can be rough, just like any other city, you know what I'm saying? Like every city has its great points, it's got its, not so great points. For you in particular, Detroit, how was it for you growing up there in particular?
I mean, I loved it, you know what I'm saying? Detroit just, it builds you a different kind of way.
Yeah.
I mean, like, in my case, like, when you born there and you growing up there, it's like, that's all you know until you start branching off and seeing different things and you know what I'm saying, getting into the TV or whatever. But it's different. It's the same type of things that go on in different places, but it's like times a million. You know what I'm saying? So. I mean, the things that Detroit got a bad rep for, like it do go on everywhere. It do go on at a high rate in different places too. But it builds you a certain kind of way though. It teach you things about life that I think, like the real things about life, not like sugar-coated and things like that. And then it breed hustlers. That's why, I mean, like people that come out of Detroit, it's rare that. That they're not going to succeed at what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? No matter what level that is.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's important that, you take whatever people say, you become a product of your environment. And I think that's true, but it's bigger than that. You want to elevate beyond the environment that you're in and what you've done. And we're going to talk about. So, growing up, like, how did music become that passion for you?
I just had a musical family for real.
Yeah.
I kind of like tapped into rap at a young age, like 8.
Okay.
I didn't start taking it serious though until like 2012, 2013.
Okay.
So you know, my pops, rest in peace. He was musical, like singing and playing the guitar and the drums. My uncle played the guitar.
So it's definitely in your blood.
Yeah, my grandma played the organ. And all kind of stuff. Yeah, it's a I got a musical background for sure. So I just like start writing. You know, it wasn't like no intentions like I'm gonna be a rapper. It's just like, I don't know, it just caught my attention, like my big cousin.
Yeah.
And then, you know, from there, it kind of, like I've been trained, like it's crazy because I guess I've been training myself with what they say, practicing the 10,000 hours before I even like knew. And then when I started getting into music for real, really start thinking back, like, man, I've been doing this
for a long time.
Yeah.
Does live instrumentation, does that really like pique your interest? Because you said, you know, pretty much everybody in your family played some sort of instrument. Is that something that you've ever thought about doing?
Playing an instrument?
Yeah.
I played the piano when I was little for like.
Did you?
Yeah. I took piano lessons.
I think that's so dope, man. I wish I knew. I wish I would have did that when I was little.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't do it for long,
right?
Because I was little. I really didn't want to do it.
Of course, no kids want to do stuff like that.
Yeah, I think it was around I was probably around like 5 or 6 when I was taking piano lessons, and then when I was in elementary school, they had the band. I wasn't in the band, but they had, I forgot what it was called, but like I could get out of class early. So I did it.
You did it just so you could get out there, get the hell out of there early.
Yeah. Oh, that's us. Gotta go.
Gots to go. See y'all. Who are some of you? I know your family is obviously, you know, a musical influence for you. We spoke on that, but like, you know, outside of your family, who was a musical influence or inspiration for you?
Man, my musical influences. I mean, I say it's kind of like generic. You feel me? It's like Pac, Biggie, Nas.
Yeah.
But like I had some people from my city, Blade. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much you know, anybody from my city that kind of like helped pave the way.
Yeah.
And like make it a way for me to, you know what I'm saying, be in this position. But I just like inspired by great music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm inspired by great people. Like I like Malcolm X. So,
absolutely.
So
yeah, it doesn't even have to be music. It could just be someone great who's done great things that motivates you, especially as a black man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I can't relate, but you know, I understand the culture, and I know that you know, obviously have had to endure a lot. Let's talk about you having to sit down, man. And even, I want to say this, even during the time where you had to sit down for a minute, you were still working. You still were making sure shit was getting done out on the outside. You know, you had to take a break, we're going to say, you know what I'm saying, a little minor setback for a major comeback.
A reload, a recharge.
How would you say during that time you utilized that time to make sure that when you come back, that is never going to happen again? What were some of the things that you were doing to get your mental and everything right?
I mean, just evaluating, putting stuff in a different perspective, and just knowing what I want.
Yeah.
And then, like I say, I was fortunate enough to have an outdate on each time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got in trouble, so I just knew that, you know, I knew how I wanted to come back out, hit the ground running. I didn't want to have that like get out then pause like damn what I'm gonna do and then get it together. So I mean, you don't got nothing but time in there. So you know what I'm saying, just evaluate and then just come back better. Just try not to make the same mistakes.
Absolutely. Twice. Yeah, you just got to learn from that. You got to learn because, you know, we're all human. We're going to make errors. We're going to make mistakes.
Yeah, for sure.
Ain't shit perfect. You know, how supportive has your family been along your journey as far as, you know, your music and things like that?
Oh, I have some family that's, you know what I'm saying, like real tapped in, that's into like my genre of music or my style and what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I got some family that don't really know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like what extent is going on. You know how they be like, oh, he rapping, but that's they don't really know, like radio and TV and everything.
They don't understand it. Maybe some of the older generation, they don't. We got to put them. You know, I know with my dad. My dad's in his 70s, so there's still a lot of stuff I gotta put him on game too. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I got a big movie role coming up that I've been like preparing for. So it should click in.
Well, while we on that subject and we talking about it, let's talk about it as much as you can. You know what I'm saying? Because that's actually one of the things that I always like to talk about, you know, with artists. You know, it's so important to have multiple hustles. Like, we can't just do one thing out here.
Right.
We got to be involved in as many different things as possible. And I always am curious if film is something, because you think about a lot of these artists have ended up in film, or a lot of athletes end up in film, things like that. So let's talk about it for T Villa, man. Like, you know, you said you got a big role coming up. What's good?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, I don't have no problem getting into acting. Like I said, I'm in a movie already, The Bag Girls.
The Bag Girls?
Bag.
B-A-G.
B-A-G. They like it's like Set It Off.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so they got LA Love the Boss, Crystal the Doll, Jamal Woolward,
the Gravy.
Yeah. So it's a lot of dope actors like from the city. You know, I think 3D Nate.
Okay.
So she in it. So yeah, I got me a good cameo. I got a couple songs in it.
That's fire. Congrats, bro.
They just shot Bad Girls, the Bad Girls 2. So you know what I'm saying. I definitely will be sending my music because I just gave y'all this.
Listen, that's the thing about it is you got to, as an artist, figure out as many different ways to get your music out there. Playlist, of course, interviews, of course, but like bigger than that, movie soundtracks and stuff like that. I don't know if you know Okarike, he's an artist that I was working with, and he just actually filmed his most recent, his first film is called Out on the Limb, and one of the main characters is Jamal Gravy. Jamal Woolard? Is that how you say his name? I hope I'm saying it right. I apologize.
Hold on. I gotta look it up now.
You know, but I know he was, I don't know if he still is, but I'll ask him. He is taking submissions for music for the soundtrack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, any opportunity like that you could take advantage of like that, make it happen.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm on it, and you know, and just make sure you know about the licensing for my artists out there that's listening to that.
Yes.
For sure, and have your music and everything, paperwork and coded and ASCAP, the BMI or whatever that is.
Yeah, and a lot of them. One thing that I always like to drop on artists, because a lot of them don't know about it, artists and producers, is Song Trust.
Yeah.
You know, because there's people out there who's playing your music that you should be getting paid for, and that's what Song Trust does. You know, if you put a video out on YouTube and I've got your music playing in the background, that artist should be getting a check for that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Song Trust does, is they scan for that type of, you know. So hey, there's so many different ways to make your money out here. Like you said, you got to get your business together. Let's talk about your transition to ATL. You know, obviously we know Atlanta's like a mecca for music, man, you know, specifically hip hop genre. What made you decide that you wanted to make the move out here?
What you said.
Exactly what we just said. It's where you got to be.
But I ain't gonna lie. I think the first time I came to Atlanta was to come do the interview with you. And like that was the one.
Y'all heard it.
Back then. That is the first time I came. And then we did the interview. I think I was supposed to stay for like 3 days. I ended up staying for like a week.
You didn't want to leave, huh?
Nah.
Like, you love this city.
Yeah, but it was just like a lot happening that you know, that I was just getting directed to. Like, this happening, this go here.
Right.
This. So it was like I was going here, then meeting people. They like, yeah, come out to this. So I ended up performing like, yeah, because I did we did with Pressure.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out DJ Pressure.
Yeah, we did that. Like, now it's all coming back to me pre-case.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did that, and then I end up. It was somebody from the CX.
CX1 DJs, DJ Butterrock.
Yep. And they had the thing with Atlantic Records.
Shout out DJ Butterrock. That's my dog. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like a whole thing. So
that's good that there was a lot going on during your time here, because I'm all about when you make moves, it's got to make sense.
Oh, I make moves like 100 feet.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like every move you make's got to make sense, especially when this music is what you are pursuing full time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know that before you came here, you had T Villa's Corner.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that.
Yeah, T Villa's Corner, just my that was my spot, my legal spot. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying, where I had all my merch at.
Yeah.
I had a salon in the back. I had an esthetician and a nail tech in there too.
Dope.
You the chips candy. This one of my shirts. This one of my newer shirts.
Okay.
Win. That's what you got to do, but stay focused and
You
take
got
risks.
TampaMystic. You got to brand yourself. We wearing our brands.
Yeah, for sure. Look, I got the logo. This is my logo on the hat.
That's hard.
But yeah, it just I got it online now, tvillascorner.com.
So
personnel is definitely a thing that you got to have when you have a business, because it just, like I say, I wanted to build it up and just have people in there and run it, but without me like physically being in Detroit to like oversee as much as I needed to, I just had to take it online. But
listen, I understand, because it's really hard to find people who are going to go as hard for you and your brand as you do yourself. Yeah. And like you said, if you can't physically be there to oversee it, like, even though these might be your people, it
become babysitting.
It does, because people become comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think the dope thing about having it online, now you can reach the whole world.
Right. Oh yeah. I mean, it been online.
Yeah.
Like I had it. I had another website. But then I just changed it to the store name when I closed down the store up there and came down here. But I do have it in I had some shirts in the Atlanta location at the Shoe Doctor.
Yeah.
In Buckhead.
Oh, that's fine.
So yeah, they there online. Definitely tap in. I'm gonna put them as many places I can into the until I find the location.
Yeah. So is that that's an interest for you to potentially open a location here and kind of mimic what you were doing in Detroit?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, and like I say, if I find the right personnel, then I'm definitely interested in opening back up, because home base is always going to be home base.
Yeah.
So, I definitely want to have something there, but I got to have the right people so it's not taking me backwards.
Exactly. It's all about forward moving. Yeah. What's the origin behind your name? How did T Villa become T Villa?
T Villa, T for my first name.
Okay.
And then Villa is from Pancho Villa, however you want to say it. But
okay.
Mexican revolutionary. I just heard the story like way back. And, I just like how he was described in his moves, and that's basically like, even back then, it was something that I just prided myself on, and just wanted to always make sure that I was moving smart and being 10 steps ahead and just what's next.
Right. We got to work smarter, not harder.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think they got to work hard. But a lot of times that ends up, they say haste makes waste. And I think that's what happens. You gotta move strategically. Like we just said a minute ago, every move you make has to make sense. Right. So with that being said, now that you're out here in the A, bro, like, how's it going for you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I see you moving all the time. You got shows and you got a lot of stuff, that you're always involved in. How has it been for you since you're out here full time?
Oh, it been love. It been a real, like I say, timing is everything. Cause I've been saying for a long time, like, I'm about to move. I'm moving out here. But like with what I done, just period, with the work that I put in, and with me coming here, having my resume, me learning what I learned, and me, just making the quality music that I make, it been an open reception for me.
Yeah.
So like, like a lot of DJs and stuff, we already like was talking and back and forth. I had some kind of contact anyway, but like with me actually being here, it's like, oh yeah, come out here and rock with me on these days and rock with me, do this, come out and doing this. So it been love. The weather been good.
Man, the weather's beautiful right now. I wish it could be like this year round.
Yeah.
Is that asking too much? God, please give us this weather year round. Shout out to BMF.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Family for sure. Shout out to Cash, man.
That's family.
Yeah,
for sure.
Absolutely. I like I said, I be watching your moves and I see what you got going on, and I'm just so happy that you've continued to push, especially with what you've experienced. Like, some people, they have to sit down and they just allow that to just doom their whole situation,
right.
And you used that in a positive way. You ain't stopped. So you just put this new freestyle out.
Right.
So we're going to check that out first, and then we're going to get into the single, man. I am a big fan of artists either doing like covers or freestyles and stuff, because to me it shows your versatility.
Yeah.
Especially when you do it, you know, again, a freestyle or a cover over someone else's beat,
And
man.
a real freestyle though.
Not written, like
not in my phone.
You went in there and just did it. So what made you decide, talk to us about the freestyle. We're going to check it out. What made you decide to do this one in particular?
I just really came across the beat. Like I say, I really didn't hear the song until after I did, because when I was in the studio and after I got done doing the freestyle, my dude was like, man, what the real song sound like? And I'm like, I don't know, I didn't even listen.
That's good, though.
Yeah, we went to listen to it, but yeah, the beat just, I like the tempo. I like I'm from Detroit, so it's like a Detroit type of vibe.
Yeah.
And,
it spoke to you.
Yeah, it caught me. So, and like I've been getting a good reception from it so far. I've been out for like 5-6 days.
Where can people go stream it at?
Oh yeah, it's out on YouTube. It's for free. It's a free freestyle. You know what I'm saying? So I might, you know, when I just like beats like this, like I don't really like taking other people's beats and doing that unless it's like this kind of vibe.
Yeah,
so,
you got to feel it. You know what I'm saying? You got to feel the vibe. Well, we definitely going to check it out, and then we're going to come back and check out the single you're pushing. So go ahead and introduce the freestyle. Let's check it out.
Oh, yeah, T Villa. Sweat Check Freestyle out on YouTube. Go get that.
Hey, y'all stay tuned for it, man.
Industry's most wanted.
Yeah, hey, I'ma get the check, you can bet that. I'ma stay cool in the sweat check. Better stay fly like a jetpack. I'ma shit on them like an X-Lex. When they pay me, tell them pay me exact. Bullets where your head at, bullets where your neck at, bullets where your chest at. Make it hard when you take a breath back. Got killer stats, train to go, don't test that. Why you think Villa go crazy? Grandma told my mama, look at your baby. Why you talking like a soldier, but you old Navy? Gotta watch the residue, it look like cold gravy. Hey, I'm the type hit the bar, what you drinking? You the type of nigga stand around like you thinking. I'm the type of nigga grind hard through the weekend. You the type of nigga always hungry, ain't eating, starving. No, you can't get it for a bargain. Target 7.62s that a carb on fire. Every time I drop, no, it's arson. They was sleeping on me, so you know I gotta charge them. Give me that whole stack, price rising. T Villa, Big Mac, supersize them. Ain't with us, Big Mac can get violent. Everybody talking, run away with track timing. Gone, I'm on my dome. If you talk hot, don't be on my phone. I cut off my thoughts, like leave me alone. Got a bad bitch with good box, she at home. You in the way, I'm in the zone. Ain't nothing new, I do this every song. I only come right, I'm not doing it wrong. And most of these rappers be fake silicone, so really it's on. I can't stop, won't stop ever. Mean what I say, every word, each letter. I don't follow trends, more like trendsetters. And I can't follow them, feel like my trend's better. For real though, big stepper like I'm in a steel toe. Niggas on the bench talking like they in the field though. Ask can I chill? No, he lit again. But you don't get to hit once, I hit again.
Hey, that was hard, bro. Like, you sent that to me, and I was like, I listened to it, I was like, man, he freaking ripped that.
Man, it just was
like bar for bar, like you really did that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna get the check. You can bet that.
Big facts, man. Before we get into the single, though, listen. You know, I appreciate you pulling up today. Like I, said, we've been rocking for a long, long time.
Oh, yeah, we locked
in for a lifetime. For the people who maybe want to work with you or follow the movement, tell them where they can keep up with you on all your social media.
Oh yeah, follow me, T Villa Official on Instagram. I gotta remake my Twitter. T Villa Official on the music fan page, and then tvillascorner.com. You know what I'm saying? You want to get some of the gear, support the movement.
Yeah.
But T Villa on everything. T Villa, Spotify, Apple Music. Shout out to BET Jams. They've been pushing me for the last year. And
yes, heavy.
Yeah, they rocking with whatever I send them because they know how I'm coming. So shout out to them. Shout out to T. Shout out to JT. Y'all know who y'all is. I ain't gonna shout y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it like that because I don't want to blow y'all up. But yeah, man, been love. Yeah, it been a lot of different platforms, man. Just T Villa, T.space VILLA, and then T Villa Official is the official one. My name trademark is Instagram checkmark. I'm verified on everything. It's the real one. I've been putting in work.
He has definitely been putting in work. Detroit's finest, man. Before we get into the single, though, what's next for you? Like, what's your very next move that we can anticipate?
My very next move, I got, I'm performing at Paparazzi in Atlanta.
Dope.
This Thursday.
All right.
Then I'm performing at Bonfire October 3rd.
Yes.
I got you know, I got hella interviews coming up. Like, so I got a movie role coming up. I can't really, well, I don't even know. I got to make sure I can talk about it. But right now, I'm going to say that I can't. But
fact, no, I get it. Trust me. I totally understand. I respect that.
Yeah, so that's, you know, I got a lot coming. This T-Villa official, follow me. I'll definitely keep you updated for sure.
Big things popping. And one thing I really respect about you, social media-wise, is that you engage. And I think a lot of artists don't understand how important that is. Right. Like, you got to engage with your people. You know what I'm saying? Like, if someone comments on your stuff, you know, put a little comment back, or right. You be tuning into people's IG live, little things like that. People remember, and it makes them want to support you more. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So artists out here, if you begging for support, but you're not engaging with people, right. It don't work that way. You know what I'm saying? So T-Villa be doing his thing, man. Talk to us about the Cocky record.
Cocky. That's my newest record. You know, playing on the radio. It's growing on in mix show. Shade 45. Shout out to all the DJs on Shade 45 that been rocking with me, because there's been a couple of them. And,
so,
video on BT Gems, MTV. You know, like I said, they rocking with me heavy. And Cocky is just, you know.
Who produced it?
Sauceman Keys from Chicago. That's my dog. We actually got a couple records, and I got some more that's coming with him that's already done. So shout out to Sauceman Keys. He definitely sauced the keys on this, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a banger. I've been getting a real good response from it from here to Atlanta to